listen to banging misses and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with this shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shh, got all my people in wet clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. You wanna party with me?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday morning edition here, of course, of the Walking the Way Impact West podcast. We're broadcasting out of the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I do apologize for the late start on my end. I have no reported start at 10 in the way behind schedule. But I thank everybody for their patience. I thank everybody for checking in and wondering what the show's going to show at. But we are here, of course, and I thank once again for everybody for tuning in, take time out of your productive schedule. Of course, we know here in the DFW, it's a beautiful Saturday. Saturday for you to get out, do some things accomplished, get some things done. But most importantly, man, it's all we're living. In the midst of the people of the living, and most importantly, that we got another chance at getting it right and getting things done properly. Of course, I want to give a big shout out to my guest, of course, is hanging out with me this morning. Carl Roberts, the master motivator himself, Mr. Rise and Elevate himself. He's a sort of comfort speaker. He's a motivator. He's a life coach. He's a podcaster himself. But he's a great man of noble character and integrity. I reached out to Carl on short notice about coming on the show. I know he had some stuff already planned for the day, and I told him, man, don't even worry about it. He still really willing to come on the show, despite of his schedule to squeeze in the podcast before he gets started for the day. Big shout out to you, Carl. Thank you, sir, for taking time to your productive schedule. I know you're no stranger to the podcast. How are you doing on this great Saturday morning?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, over blessed. I feel good above ground. Thank you, Lord.
And that's what it's all about. Because we know even in the scripture, he said that he's all about the living. Let the dead bury the dead. He's all about the living. I only can deal with the living. I can't deal with the dead. Once you're dead, you dead, and that's it. But it's all about being concerned about the living. While you here, while you still breathing, I can deal with you because you're alive and well. And that's what it's all about, Carl, being alive and well on this day, being alive and well for the master's use.
That's right.
Being alive and well to inspire ourselves, not just ourselves, but inspire others. Okay. Because when you're in that position of leadership, you are to elevate those around you. You are to motivate.
That's right.
You are to encourage, hold accountable, inspire those that's come and meet your circle. And that's what it's all about, inspiring. What'd you say about that? I know, Carl, this is something that you live by. Them are your principles of positivity, no negativity. And we know that everything starts within the mind. And I know you've been in this thing for a good little while. You have vetted this thing. Man, in your personal experience, what keeps you going? What are the elements that you apply? What are the principles that you apply on each and every regular basis? Not only that, but you also pour back into people. So what are your main core principles that you live by on a regular basis?
Man, it's simple for me because I got a big heart. And I do it all out of love. And when you do it out of love, you're gonna do perfection. You're gonna perfect everything. You can be cooking out of love. It's gonna taste good. It's gonna be good to your soul, good to your stomach. You can cut a yard with love, and it's gonna be the nicest yard on the block. Whatever you do it with love. I do motivation with love. So that's the way I go out. I do 110%. I do 110% at motivating people, educating people, helping everybody go to the next level. I gotta do it. It's in my spirit. It's in my soul. It's my calling. And that's what I love to do. It makes me smile just to hear somebody come back and say, you motivated me at something. You inspired me to get a small business. You inspired me to go back to school. You inspired me to go hug my mama, go kiss my mama, go just do anything with my life to go to the next level. Man, that's what means everything to me, just to hear it back. And the only thing I tell them, Mr. Jackson, is I just need you to reach back and grab back and get the next person and lift them up. That's what we got to do in this life. We got to lift each other up, and we got to do it as family, guys. We family. I'm y'all family. Mr. Jackson's my brother, man from another mother. And that's how we gotta, that's how we gotta think about it. We gotta lift everybody up. Don't hate on each other. We got one life to live. One life to live. So you inspire the next person to go to the next level. It's enough for everybody, guys. I'm telling you. But that's what I do to motivate everybody. Excites me to go to the next level. It excites me to see the smiles on people's faces, guys. That's all it's about. That love in your heart. You got a heart that's beat, boom, boom, boom. You ain't gonna be mad at nobody.
And that's it. I love Big
That's
Shot.
what it is, man.
And I heard this one too.
That's what it is, Mr. Jackson.
Carl. I heard this guy say, don't stop working until your heart stops.
Guys, plant your seed. Plant your seed.
That's it. He said, don't stop until your heart stops. That's when you start working when your heart stops. You know, we have people have a reacher the world sell retirement and the world sell retirement and retirement age, but you're not retired until your heart stops. He said when you stop, that's when you retire. When your last breath, that's when you retire. But soon you got your heart is pumping blood. Keep working because we are constantly striving each and every moment. We're supposed to anyway. We're supposed to evolve each and every moment. And I had a conversation with a coworker at work this morning. When I got up this morning, and this individual, young individual, and we were just talking about the future. We were just talking about planning ahead, and I was just giving her advice on what she needs to start doing at her age. I said, if you start at your age and you start putting money in the right things, by the time you hit 30 or whatever, you have a money, you have $250,000 already set up if you do the things right. And don't say, well, I'm young. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm young. I got all my time in the world. Yeah, but time passes by so fast. But just really take it and invest the time that we have, the time, especially when we wake up every morning.
That's right.
That's another opportunity to get it right. You know, if we did miss the mark, and then I said, or we said something wrong, or we did something wrong. So always go back and get it right. What you say about that, Carl?
Yeah, I just think it's always a chance. And like you said, you start when you're young. You started when you're young because you want to come back in life and say, man, I would have did this, or because there's many people that try to change their life and say, man, I wish I would have knew this, or dang, if I know now, if I knew then what I know now, then I would be successful. But now, if it's and people like you, Mr. Jackson, how you was sitting down and took your time to tell them, you know, save their money. You know, by time save for your retirement, save your money. You save at a young age, and when you get up to, you know, my age or older, you can already be successful where you can start enjoying your life, you know, and enjoying the future of your labor, you know, as well. And that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Just start saving at a younger age because the time do go by fast. I just look back. I'm looking back now like it was just yesterday. I was 7 years old. And now you're like, where did the time go? Now it's umpteen years later. I'm umpteen years old now. I'm like, what the mess is going on? And you know as well as I do, we used to make fun of people like, oh, that's old school. That's old school. We'd be on the basketball court or something. Come on, old school. Come on, old school. Now the times turn real quick, and now we the old school. The time go by fast.
It does. It does. Like I was telling them, no, get your Roth IRA account. Get some investment like me. I just really, and bitch out to Shallow. No, that she set me up with my life insurance policy. She set me up with my Roth IRA. She set me up with my emergency fund. And it's steady growing to this day. And also I got into stocks as well. So I got a couple of shares that I bought, like in Sirius XM Radio. I got some shares in other companies as well that I'm doing also, because I'm thinking about thinking long term. I'm thinking ahead. I'm at the point in my life that I want my money to work for me. Just think about it. We get money, and what we do, we blow it. We blow it. You know what I'm saying? We blow it on this and that, but we're not getting anything in return. And it made me think about the stripper too, Carl. And he says that God's idea, he provides seed for the sower. When he say he provides seed for the soil, what's a farmer do? A farmer always gonna take seed and plant that seed in the ground to get a harvest. If you out there planting, you don't hold on to the seed. Why? Because the seed is for you to eat off of. You know, the seed is for you to share with others. You want to say, because I got seed and the money is seed that we use to sow into these different things that we get an investment. And it's patience too, ladies and gentlemen. You know, a lot of time we in this generation now, Carl, where everyone wants that instant gratification. Everything takes time. Or we see a little sprout in the ground, we want to pull it up, but it's not ready yet. It takes time. You got to keep nourishing it. You got to keep watering it.
Yeah.
And if you don't nurse it enough, you don't water enough, you don't tend to it enough, it will wither away. But you have to keep being patient. Think about the farmers out there. Water, like farmers. Farmers are patient. They got to till the ground first. Fertilize the ground. They got to do all this stuff. So when it comes up right, you'll see the results of it. You may not see it now. You're gonna see the results, like the vision. Like when you started your organization, Carl, you already had a vision in mind already. You didn't see the physicalities of it, but you already saw it in the spiritual realm of your company or your organization. You know what I'm saying? Then you already seen it. You know, a lot of people, when they seen the fruition of it, now people say, "Oh, I seen the vision." No, you didn't. You supposed to see the vision before it comes to pass already. You know, like it tells us in the word. It said, write the vision, make it plain. Whosoever read it, run with it. That's where the business plan comes from. When you write out a business plan and you make the business plan, plain without I getting it understanding, who will read that plan, who will read that blueprint that you created, and once you make it plain that anybody can understand, they're gonna run with it. That's what a business plan is. When you if I present you with a plan and I'm making a plan, you're gonna read it, you're gonna get a response out of it. It is gonna be, oh man, hey, when we gonna get started? What we waiting on? Or you would say, I think you need to tweak this up a little bit. You're gonna get you're gonna get some feedback from that. What you want to say about that? Getting feedback from the things that you set out to do to accomplish. That's what it's all about. Success is all about. We want you to be successful on all areas of life, ladies and gentlemen, not just one aspect. And when people hear success, Carl, they think we talking about money. They think we talking about clothes. They think we talking about the material thing. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the success of integrity. We're talking about the success of love. We're talking about the success of giving. We're talking about the success of giving back. We're talking about the success of being strong. We're talking about the success of being courageous. We're talking about the success of wisdom. You know, all that other great stuff. I know a lot of time when people hear success call, they think we're talking about, I got the big house that makes me successful. I got the money in the bank that makes me successful. I'm rocking the nicest clothes that makes me successful. But in your world, Carl, what does success means to you? I know a lot of times the world looks at success as money, clothes, status. What'd you say about success?
Success to me is because everybody's success is different. So it's, what do your success look like for you? What does it look like for me? For me, it's just accomplishments, you know, that you said that you make, you know, whatever goals you achieve and something like that, you know, just progress, you know, is success for me. You know, daily progress is successful. You set your goals to be at this level this week, and then you're at another level the next week and another level the next week, and you continue to climb. That's success to me. And it can be at multiple things. It can be at your health. You know, you're trying to get right with your health and your body and your exercising. You know, that can be successful where you start to, you know, eat right better each day. And that's be successful. And then once you go to the doctor, your blood pressure is down more than it was. And that's success to you, you know, where you can get off the pill. That's success for you. It's successful to get off the blood pressure pill.
Right.
You know, that's a good way of being successful. It's all kind of ways to be successful other than money. You know, you can be successful at being patient with somebody, working on yourself, where you're more successful, where you don't have road rage. You know, when you're out there, you used to cuss somebody out or flipping the finger. You know, now you ain't flipping fingers. You know, that's successful, where you can maintain that, where, oh, now I know what they're gonna do. I just let them cut off in front of me, and then I proceed to go down the highway. You know, that's successful to you. You know, because it's all about you. So it depends on what success is, you know, for you. But I'm with you, Mr. Jackson. Like building, you have to have that foundation to build. You know, that blueprint to build, and you have to write it down, guys. You have to write it down. If you don't write it down, then you're gonna forget about it, or you ain't gonna know about it, or you're gonna miss something. You don't want to miss something because it's all written down. And then you can take that blueprint. Say if you're in business, you take that blueprint to a bank and that foundation, and that's how you get a loan. That's how you get, you know, the money's where you want to build your plan, or I mean your business, or something like that. So you want to write it all down so they can visualize it and see it, and that'll help you go to the next level. It's just all kind of things you can do, you know, by being successful. Raising your kids, man. I mean, it's so many things you can do where you've seen somebody lack. Say your parents lacked on you. You think they lacked on you, like, man, I could have been this basketball player or this good football player only if my dad came around. So success now on your turn, when you changing it around, you change the cycle. You be in your kid's life where if he want to play basketball, you be at those games, or you'll be next to him for the support and help them, you know, achieve their goals where they want to achieve. You know, that's success.
That's true. That and it is on all barriers. You know, you want to be successful, like you said, when it comes to your family. You know, you want to be successful when it comes being a man. You know, to the ladies want to become successful for being a woman. And I look at it, Carl, it's all about the characteristics to me. When you look back and say, "Hey, I'm proud of the first step I took today. I'm proud that I actually made something happen." You said something about the blueprint. It looks good on paper, but the real success is what you written down on paper when you take it and put it to action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we write down a lot of great information. I know with you, when you're doing these speaking engagements,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving the blueprint on what their lives could be about, but it's up to them to take what you said, use that tool, use that weapon of knowledge and skills and stuff
Right.
to make it happen. Because a lot of time people is they want you to they
Mhm.
they what it is they want to say is they scared to step out. It's like, don't be scared to step out. You know, whatever you wrote out, whatever your vision is, whatever you set out to do, you accomplished it. Don't be scared. Like I know you put out a lot of great information, but at the end of the day, it's all about them taking the information and applying it, become
Mhm.
doers of it.
That's right. Right. And a lot of it is, you know, having that faith, you know, faith over fear. The faith over fear, because a lot of us, you know, we scared and nervous about, you know, doing something. Scared to just jump out there like you're gonna fail. But you know, it's failure adds to success. When you
Right.
fail and you figure out fail it equals success. Then you can be successful, you know, at that failure. Then that'll make you more powerful. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Jackson?
That's true. Because the worst thing, Carl, that procrastination. Procrastination is a success killer. Fear is a success killer.
Mm.
You have to step out, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Carl. You have to step out on faith. Faith without works is dead. What is that as you listen to us
Mm-hmm.
this morning, or you may go back and listen to the replay? You got to ask yourself, what am I scared of? Where I'm procrastinating at? You know where you procrastinate at. You know what you scared of. It's all about taking that chance, taking that risk. Part of being successful is taking risks. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, going to the gym. That's where a problem comes in. Is taking it being successful in your health.
Yeah.
You eating the proper food, right? Make sure you take the proper nutrition for your body, which I do. I take my vitamin on a regular basis. I go to the gym myself. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Um, taking taking pride in yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's successful. Because in scripture it says, "Beloved, which above all things, be a prosper as well as your health." You know what I'm saying? So we have to prosper in our health, ladies and gentlemen. So exercise is good. Exercise is part of staying healthy. Eating right is a part of staying, especially when you're on this journey and when you're about your purpose, Carl. Because when you're about your I like that. I like that. When you're about your purpose, you're gonna invest in yourself. When you're
That's
in your
right.
purpose, you don't want to be tired. You don't want to be sluggish. You don't want to be sick
That's
because
right.
it's all about your purpose. What'd you say about that, Carl? Investing in yourself for your purpose.
Man, you got to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, don't invest in you. You got to invest in yourself, because if you don't, then who what is it? What is it? And if you have to invest in yourself, that brings you up. That cheers you up. That motivates yourself to invest in yourself. You don't believe in yourself, you got to believe in number one first. Before you can believe, you can't believe in somebody else. I know sometimes somebody can believe in you before you can say, I believe in you. You're like, why they believe in me? They see something in you. Believe in yourself, and you can achieve whatever goals you want to achieve. Whatever is set out there for you, you can achieve. Sometimes when you achieving those goals, you have to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. So, for instance, say you want to be this entrepreneur. Say you want to own this company, uh, maybe a landscaping business, but you got to get your equipment. So you got to get you a job first. You want to get you a job. You might not like that job. You don't want to even go to that job. You might get that job, man. I got to get up 4 a.m. to go to this job. But let me get up. I got a goal in mind at the end. At the end of this tunnel, this light gonna shine. So let me start working for these people that I don't like, just to stack my money. I'm gonna stack my money and my chips, or they say chips, or cheese, or whatever you want to say. You get yourself a year. Let me stack my money. I'm doing what I gotta do at this point to do what I want to do at the end. You see, that's what it's all about.
I agree. I agree 100 on what you're saying on that. You know what I'm saying? You invest in yourself. It's steps. It's layers to success. What they said, I think they said a ladder of success. It's steps you have
Yeah,
to take. It leaps and bounds you have to take. Everybody didn't start as a CEO. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started in the
right.
mailroom. What's in the mailroom? The
Yeah,
mailroom is nobody don't see you. They don't even know you there. All the time they
that's
see
right.
you when you going through the hall delivering mail. But
That's it.
you say to yourself, I'm gonna be a president. I'm gonna be a CEO. I had this vision, like you said, this goal in mind. Yeah, I'm working in the mailroom right
Mm-hmm.
now, but I have aspirations. I have goals to achieve. I have things I want to. Cause like Carl, with people that's doing Uber, people that's doing Uber and doing DoorDash, those people got goals. Them people got aspirations doing it. Yeah, I'm doing DoorDash. I'm doing Uber to put towards my business or put towards my project that I'm working on, or I'm building a studio. You know what I'm saying? Or they gotta go why they do what they do because everybody has a why. Well,
Mm-hmm.
some people have a why. Not everybody have a why, but
They
you have a why. What you do, like you said, Carl said, okay, I'm working a job, but within a year, I know I'm here for a year.
Yeah.
But while I'm here during this year, like you
Yeah.
said, I'm taking this money that they're paying me to do the job,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm taking that money to fund what I want to do, like you said.
That's what
So
Yeah.
You had a goal, you had a vision.
Yeah.
And that right there keeps you going. Like, nah, yeah, even though in my flesh I don't feel like going, but if I don't give up to fulfill my obligations, I cannot live out the life that I want to live. If that makes sense.
That's right. And you gotta live the life you want to live in your one life. In your one life. You know, you can go back, you like, okay, now I'm on your deathbed, I'm on my deathbed. Dang, what did I do with my life? Did I actually do what I wanted to do with my life? Did I do what somebody else wanted me to do? I never stepped out there on faith and did what I want to do. You got to take opportunity to do what you want to do. I'm telling you. And it's like, and I was at a family reunion a couple of weeks back. Man, we ain't had no family reunion in a while. We need more family reunions. That's the way we can come together.
Yeah.
We need each other, guys. I don't know when I was coming, we had them, but now I don't know what's going on. It's
just funerals.
together.
That's it. Just funerals. That's it.
Funeral. Then that funeral, you talking about? Well, what's your number is? I'm gonna call you. These don't get that call either.
Nah, you're right.
But anyway, it's like I was telling, and we had the same last name. Like, I didn't even know this cat. Like, dang, that's how I said. That's why we have to have these family reunions. But anyway, he was talking to me. He said, Cole, I heard you was a motivator. I'm like, yeah, I'm a motivator. What you got? What's up, man? How you doing? I'm so-and-so. I'm Cole Robbins. Okay, yeah. And then he was like, I've been in this rut, man. And I said, well, how old are you? He said, well, I'm 35 years old. I said, okay, 35 years old. That's good. So what are you going through? He said, man, I ain't where I want to be. I said, well, what the people you hanging around? Well, they this and that, and negative people and this and that. And he said, well, I just hang around my family though. I don't hang around nobody else. I said, well, you might need to venture out and get you some new friends though. I said, because you 35 years old and the stuff you doing now at 35, you're not where you want to be at. You're not successful, are you? No, I'm not successful. I said, well, if you going at that rate you going at now, then you'll be 70. So it's 70. If you don't change it up, then you be 70. He said, what? I said, sometimes you got to step outside your box, dude. He said, what? I said, yeah, step outside your box. Step outside your box and do something else. Because your box that you got right now ain't leading you nowhere. Step outside the box, dude. He said, oh, you sure right, man. I'm going to step outside that box then. I'm going to leave them same people alone that I'm hanging around. I said, are they successful? He said, no, we just do this and we smoke and we do that. I said, them the wrong ones to hang around if you want to be successful. You got to change that. Sometimes you got to change your environment. Change your environment and you go to the next level. You owe yourself that. He said, you sure right, cousin. I'm finna do it. I'm going to let you know. He said, you inspired me to go to the next level. Now I know I have to step outside my box, step outside my comfort zone so I can go to the next level. Stop doing the same thing I was doing. I was doing it for 35 years and I don't want to do it for 35 more.
Yeah. Because like I said, man, it ain't worth it. And then life, ladies and gentlemen, life is beautiful. Life is what we make out of it. Changing the mindset, changing your surroundings, change the people you interact with. That's why I made a post the other day. I'm not married, but I realized that it's important to be married to the right spouse.
That's right.
That's because I look at the stuff that people go through and they deal with when it comes to these broken relationships. I see the stuff they deal with when they're going through battle with custody and just looking on the outside looking in. Yeah, it's stressful. That's why I tell you guys all the time, guys, stop going around impregnate every female that you see. Every woman is not wife material. And then and we were young. Let's be honest. We were young at that time. Yeah. We've seen that we're adults. You seen that pretty face, you seen that big butt, and you seen them titties. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad used to tell me all the time. Yeah, I know your pick get hard and stuff, but
They dived on in.
That, you know, my mom used to say, the head of your pants gets you in the world of trouble, and that's true. You know, a lot of these guys, they looking at, man, she got a fat booty, and man, look at them too, look at that body. But it's all about that character. Then when you get with her and you impregnate her, and now you catching hell now.
Yep, that's 18 years for you. That's 18 years for you. But because like you said though, we can't just be jumping in and at the bed with, you know, it's diseases out there too. So, you know, you got to take care of yourself. That's another way that you want to be successful. Think before you react. Think before you jumping in the bed with somebody, because you don't know what that person what road you find go down for jumping in down that person. You don't even have protection on and stuff like that, man. You set yourself up for failure. You don't want to go to failure. You want to be successful. So you do have to know who you with. You know, talk to them on the phone. You know, date them and court them for a while. They say courting that, well, they don't court. You know, that's back in my day when they courted and had that chivalry, but they don't do that. So you know, date them, you know, for a while and talk to them and get along, because you might not even like them in the end. You know, when we went through that pandemic, a lot of couples seen that they didn't like their spouse when they had to stay home with them the whole time. They're like, oh, dang, I married you. That broke up a lot of relationships too. So, you know, when they, you know, somebody might had somebody might had a side piece or something on the side, and they say, yeah, the side piece what made me happy. Now I'm just mad all the time. I gotta sit here and look at your face. But anyway, you show right, man. So you have to know who you with, because some people and the women and men have ulterior motives, you know, when it comes to relationships. You don't know what's in their mind. So now they got something in their mind where, man, I just want to stick him. So I stick him with child support, I stick him with this and that, it's different, vice versa. Or the lady might say, well, I want him just so he can raise my kid that ain't his, you know.
But you know what? They get suckers like that. Big shout out to Miss Gilmore in the building. He said, most importantly, be sure you're ready for a relationship. Don't mislead or hurt people. Most definitely, I agree with that 1,000%. Miss Gilmore on that. Honesty is success, ladies and gentlemen. Honesty is success as well. When you're entering a relationship, or before you enter a relationship with the individual, always be upfront. Always be honest with them, because now you get a person a choice. That's right. Where they want to pursue it or don't pursue it. Don't lie. And we have that too, Carl. We have guys who, I won't say guys, we have individuals who will lie, manipulate someone just to be with them. You know, be yourself too. That's another thing. Be yourself. Like, I mean, back in the day, Master Peter used to say, you ain't got to lie to kick it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lie to kick it. Just be yourself. If she wants you, she wants you. She's going to accept you for you. You ain't got to pretend to be something you're not. You ain't got to say, well, girl, I got this going on. I got that going on. Now you're leading with your wallet. Mm-hmm. Just be yourself.
Yeah, you fronting up there. I used to have homeboys back in the day, you know, just to get girls. You know, we would be talking to girls or whatever. And, you know, it's just conversation. You know, conversation rules the nation. If you got good, you finna get it anyway. It don't matter what you got. You know, you're just talking. That, you know, if they like you, they're gonna like you. But he'll go, since he got a Benz or something, he'll go hurry up and we'll be talking. He'll pull his Benz up right there in front of her and see, so she can see what he got. I'm like, you don't want to start your relationship off like that. Cause now you paying her and you got to end up whatever you started with is what you're gonna end up with. You start paying from the start, guess what? That's what she gonna see. Like, nah, you started off with a Benz. You started off, you know, taking me to the finest restaurants, you understand me, buying Dooney Burke purses and all this and that. So continue to keep doing it with your success you got.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if it all said and done, she gone because that's what she did for the wrong reason. But at the end of the day, it's all about that individual having your back at the end of the day, because the car, the money, that's not an I am. That's just an I do. And they get that twisted car. They think I am the car. No, the car is something you drive. It's not you. Yeah. The money is what you make. The money is not you. What they always saying, you make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Right.
And also, I
Mm-hmm.
want to give a big shout out to Miss Gilmore. She said, "Men, you plant the seed, but be sure to keep yourself protected as well." Of course, women have their way. That's true. And I see a lot of those young men, Miss Gilmore, who spread their seed loosely.
That's right.
And and what it is now, we see red flags. Let's be honest, we see the red flags.
Yeah.
We become so numb to them red flags because one, we're thinking with that body part.
Yeah.
We think because she bent over, them cheeks
Yeah.
spread out. Let's keep it real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or that, you know what I'm saying, that waist, that chest, that hair, that look, whatever you want to call it, get
Mhm.
so mesmerized. But then knowing that he or she had a jacked up character in the beginning. Now
Yeah.
that's why you start catching hell. Like, damn, I ain't know she was like this all this time. You knew she was like that, but
You over
either
you
she put
overlooked
that
out.
thing on you, and you go ahead, Carl. We say,
Yeah, I said, yeah, you overlooked all that. You overlooked all that for that body, for what you see. And that ain't what it is. You gotta have what's on the inside. Like you say, what's on the inside. And do that person got your back? You need to be figuring out, do somebody got your back or not?
yeah,
That's what you be figuring out. Well, can y'all grow from that? But that materializing, and the inside they got to look all pretty, this and that don't mean nothing in the end, because all that fades after a while. All of
that's it.
when we just talked about how fast life goes by. So you thinking she got a big butt or a nice rack or something like that? Sometimes that stuff goes, well, not sometimes. When they get old, it's going south. It's going
Yeah,
south. SOUTH. I know how to spell.
it's going, but yeah, because them look, ladies and gentlemen, the looks gonna fade. Whether it's a male, man, or woman, let's be honest, them looks is gonna fade one day because you eventually you'll get older. Not being negative, but eventually that stuff gonna die down. It's all
Right.
about the look at your grandparents back in the day.
Yeah.
Your grandparents that been married for so long. When your grandfather met your grandmother, she was the most beautiful young woman that he's seen,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
he's still with her to this day.
Yeah.
But you be like, "Dang, mama, grandma, you looked bad back in the day. You looked good back in the day."
Yeah.
But your grandfather, it was something about your grandmother that your grandfather loved, and he's still crazy about it to this day. We don't have them days no more, Carl. We don't see much of that. My aunt, my uncle, my dad's brother, my aunt, she said they've been married for 42 years. Well, yeah,
No.
because 86, because I'm born 82. Yeah, 82. So they've been married since the 80s, because I'm 42 myself. So they've been married since the 80s.
Yeah.
42 years strong.
Yeah, they give up now though, Mr. Jackson. They give up. You get in a relationship now, the first thing they on the first Amtrak track going back south. You know, it's too many opportunities out here, and that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the opportunities, like just for especially for the men. And I know the women are going through a lot. Just to find a decent man. It's decent women out there, that's got their stuff together. They mature and got these professions and doing good for their stuff. They went to school and everything, but then they making their money and set themselves at a higher standards. And now, where's the high value man is? Because now they can't hardly find none, because it's 20 to 1 out there. It's 20 women to every one man. So
Yeah,
now,
it's short.
yeah, it's just a shortage of of men, especially in black men anyway. It's a shortage of us out there. So now they looking like, what I'm gonna do? I got all this success. I'm being successful. That's what we're talking about. But in her eyes, she might thinking successful really is building with a man, or having a family, or starting getting married and having this white picket fence. And then now she like, damn, I really ain't successful in her mind. Maybe, I don't know. Like, what we supposed to do about that?
And I respect I say this all the time, Carl, and I learned this. I respect the woman who's responsible. When you hear a woman, they all say, "I'm independent." Nah, you just responsible. That's all. You just a responsible woman who made a living for yourself. You have responsibility, so that makes you responsible. And that's another thing, guys. You want a responsible woman in your life? You know, why you want a woman who's not achieving anything? You know what I'm saying? Say, okay, fellas, if you are a high achiever, fellas,
Yeah,
you want a woman who's a high achiever as well. You're
that's
not
right.
gonna lower your standard. You know, respect your standard, respect your morals, respect your values. That's what I want to say.
Yeah,
But when you lower your standard and she's just responsible, so you want a responsible woman in your life, fellas.
but
You don't want to
they
go
get
ahead, Carl.
insecure about it though. Like my one, I supposed to make more money than my woman or something like that. Like
It,
I think it doesn't matter, you know, especially if y'all together and y'all in the same household. I mean, you might be doing good at this particular point in time in your life, and she might not be, and then it's vice versa on you, and then it's all about just having each other's back. Like it shouldn't be a you know, a competition or a match over that. You know, that's what I think.
it should, what, and that's another thing too, Carl. Individuals allow outside opinions determine the stature of their relationship. I'm gonna say that again.
Yeah.
Individuals allow outside opinions to
Hmm.
determine their relationship status. That's the issue right there.
That's right. That's right.
Everyone, I don't say everyone want to do stuff to be seen. We on this thing, we want to impress everybody.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I say this all the time. Me personally, I don't want to do, when I get married, I don't want to do it with. That's just me, in my opinion. I don't want to. Why spend money on this wedding? You spend 20K, whatever how much,
Yeah.
on something that you want to impress people by.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
can take that money and we can invest it in our family, invest it in our future. Later on down the road, we could do a wedding later on down the road when we
Yeah.
renew our vows and we could plan a wedding and stuff and have our family and friends. That's just me.
Yeah. That's,
Is
I
it
mean,
for everybody? No, it's not for everybody.
yeah.
But it takes the right person. You know what? I think that same way. And that's being comparable.
Yeah, I'm saying way that is. That's the reason. That's the reason you guys, like, people need to sit down at that table, you know, and communicate at that table before they even start this relationship. Look, this, and this. This is what I want, you know, in life. This, and this. I want kids. I don't want kids. You know, I want to build this and that. I want to build this. Don't assume somebody already knows what's in your mind because they don't
Right.
know already. So that's why you got to put it out there on the table, like, huh? So you won't be mad in the end. So now you mad because somebody ain't moving the way you move. You know,
Right.
y'all I want to move in the
That's
same direction. So if you moving in the same direction, that's gonna make you successful. You know, you want to be successful at the end. You want both of y'all to be successful. That's how you want to be. You're not in a relationship where one is a failure and one successful. You want both of y'all to be successful. Then y'all, that's how y'all go to the next level.
And that's it. Because like the scripture says, how can any two walk together except they agree? It takes two willing people to work. Remember, there's a song back in the day. It takes two to make a thing go right.
Yeah,
It takes two. It takes two.
it do take
That's
two.
why, yeah, it's all about comparability. Finding that that spouse, that significant other, to help y'all go to the next level. We said, we got okay, Miss Gilmore said so true from me. That's true. My parents were married 38 years. That's a blessing. And I know in this generation it's not like for some of us. Shoot, in this generation, they only last what 6 days.
Shoot.
Probably
Uh,
just one day.
yeah.
Well, we got Miss Gilmore said so true, and it's really bad now with social media. I'm not the one who caters or watch social media like that. I'm more into authentic and realness. I don't want a wedding eater from me. Yeah, I like that. I only want to be married one time with the God that chose the chosen one. That's it. That's it. Why? And I'm not knocking the wedding because some people gonna say you don't want to do why because you're only doing the wedding. Let's be honest with you. You're
Yeah.
only doing that just to please people, and then they
That,
gonna talk about you.
yeah, they gonna talk about you anyway.
You
You
want
that's
go
just
ahead,
for
Carl.
one day. Just look at it. You spent $20,000, $30,000 just for one day, just to no, no. We could. I had a buddy of mine. One of my best friends. He had a wedding in his backyard.
Yeah.
did in his own backyard. They set the tables up and all that type of stuff. Had food for everybody, cooked and everything. So they saved money and they still together. Strong marriage. Strong marriage. It's all about strong marriage. Say you spend all that money, 30,000, and then you divorce a year later.
They do it. You say that all the time.
Yeah.
They want to get the biggest engagement ring, the biggest ring. Oh, I'm gonna post it on Facebook so they can see my ring, and so I get all these likes and these comments and stuff on it.
That's
Wrong
right.
reason. Yeah, we're gonna take in all these lavish pictures, like you said, and end up in the divorce court probably a day or so late, because the reality haven't set in. They get so caught up in the ceremony, but not caught up in the matrimony.
That's right.
They so caught up in the ceremony,
that's
but
right.
they're not so caught up in the matrimony. Because you got to realize them bills still gonna be coming in.
Straight to the mailbox.
They said so. You putting yourself in all this debt. But I like Miss Gilmore, what she said. She said that's all the thing she wants. She's not into the wedding, but just man, that's it. It's supposed to be. Go ahead, Carl.
I need somebody like that, Mr. Gilmore. I need somebody.
I mean, that's it. People need to marry for godly, not personal business reasons. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because you got people want to get them green cards. Hey, be careful out there too. They were charging people get 25. But like, man, I give you 500,000 for a green card. Just marry me. Be careful out there.
How much they give you for green cards now just to marry? About 2,000 to 5,000 or something?
Yeah, 2,000 to 5,000 just for them to get in the country.
Yeah, they making a bit. That's a great business right there. But
what she said?
We talk. So, Mr. Jackson, we talking about reaching them goals though. So I tell people all the time, when I tell them my little quote, I got a little quote and I talk to them. I say, reach for your highest potential, guys. Reach for the stars. Reach for the mountaintops. Nothing's gonna stop you. Self-motivation is the key. It's up to you guys. So let's go. Let's get it. That's how you be successful. You need to talk to yourself. It's okay to talk to yourself, guys, in the mirror and talk to yourself about something. Whatever you got lined up for yourself, say your whatever verse you want to write every morning. Say it in the mirror. It's okay to talk to yourself. Just don't answer yourself back.
They don't answer yourself back.
But you do that every day to motivate yourself, guys, and motivate yourself. If you need that more encouragement, encourage yourself. I mean, you can. I always call you motivator, Carl Roberts, Rise and Elevate. I'm always going to motivate you because that's my gift, and that's what I love to do. But you want to self-motivate yourself. It's all about self-motivation, guys. So motivate yourself, because you can have people in your circle that's not on that level or not going to where you want to be successfully, or you can even have a spouse like we're talking about that y'all didn't put nothing on the table, and she see you rising, or he see her rising. Talk to yourself, be with yourself, and encourage yourself, because that other person might not encourage you to be successful, but you still got to encourage yourself in your life.
That's it. And I think when you're in a relationship, you should have a vision. You should be having a vision anyway. It's more than saying I's married now. It has to be a reason why we together for it. Everybody has a reason. There should be a reason why we together for. It's to establish our kingdom. It's to establish our empire and the stages that we want to accomplish in our life. Having goals, even though we have goals as a unit, but also we have individual goals as well. And we want to be able to accomplish those different stages in life as well. Purpose mate. That's what it's all about. And you want to be able to accomplish those things, Carl, because when we decide to enter into this matrimony, it was a reason behind it. And a big shout out to Dr. Great Dr. Miles Monroe. He said something very important, Carl, and it was a video years ago. He said when a guy asks a woman to marry him, her response should be, "What's the vision?"
Mm-hmm.
She said, instead of saying "I love you," say, "What's the vision?"
Yeah, that's
you asked me to marry you. Okay, what's the vision?
That's right.
I'm
That's
not to be marrying you to be married. It has to be a vision behind what we want to accomplish together as one, and also to bring in children to the world.
right.
It would just imagine if we start thinking like that,
I think like that.
how powerful
That
the
is
marriage would be. How I do believe in successful marriage. I do believe in having a successful family. I don't care what society says. I don't care what everybody says. It starts within the mindset.
mm-hmm. Everybody be lined up.
So,
Everybody,
ladies, you listen this morning. When a guy asks you to marry him, ask him what the vision is.
what your vision is.
Can you remember back in the day, Carl, before even before you enter marriage, you got to talk to a father first, and he was gonna sit you down,
Oh yeah, you had to ask for the hand. Yeah,
and you had to have and he gonna ask you what your plans is for my daughter.
yep, I did the same thing. What's your plans is? And I need to hear it. I don't need to hear I don't know. I mean, I'm still going
Trying to figure it out.
to school right now, but and I was looking for a job. Now, what is your plans for my daughter?
Mm.
That's what it is. And stop sweating. Stop sweating. Stop sweating, because it ain't even hot in here. It's cold in here. So what you sweating for? And I'm talking to you.
That's it. Because the scripture says when a man leaves his mother and his father and cleaves to his wife. Let me say that again. When a man leaves, a man, not a boy, not a male, a man. See, when a man leave his mother and cleave to his wife, now he enters into that role of leadership. He enters that role of structure. He's a man now. He's a fully grown man. He's not a boy. He's a man. So, and to be honest with you, lady, we got a lady on here. If a lady, and I always pick that up too. If a lady is not very safe around you fellas,
Right.
she's not gonna stay around you long.
Yeah.
If she don't have peace when she's around you, she's not gonna stay around you long.
That's right.
If your foundation is not up to par, she's not gonna stay around you long. Like Miss Gilmore said in the comments section. You want to read that, Carl?
Miss Portia Gilmore says, well said, because he has led that path, and I'm the helpmate and support. Got the helpmate and support. She's a helpmate. You got the leader. The man is the leader, and the woman is the helpmate and support.
And I'm gonna say this too. I also go a little deep with that one too, Carl. The Bible says the man is the head, but also the woman is the keeper of the home. Even though the man is the head of the household, the woman is the keeper of the home. So, ladies, you have a role. Even though by design, by God's design, yes, you are to help me. Yeah, the man is the head, but also she's the keeper of the home. You see how they go together? The head of the household, the keeper of the home.
That's right.
Because you got to realize that woman, she keeps everything intact for you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you out there in the world, when you out there making an honest living in the world, she has everything set up for you. So by the time you enter into the home,
that's right,
it's peaceful. Everything done in order.
Yep, that's right.
You know, back in the day, especially my dad, you know, back in the day when, you probably was getting on mama nerves. But when daddy came home, the whole atmosphere changed.
This show did, didn't it? The whole atmosphere. Oh, dang. Dang.
That's it. What will she say, Miss? They got another one too. Miss Gilmore, lighting it up this morning. Thank you for your support. You want to read that, Carl?
It says, Portia Gilmore said, "Men build the house, and the woman make it a home. We are the peace." Peace, man.
Yeah, because the Bible says the first is woman. Go ahead, Carl.
That peace is everything too.
Oh yeah, the first is woman. The first woman. The Bible said the first is woman is going to do her husband good all his days. I'm gonna say that again. A virtuous wife a virtuous woman, a virtuous wife. This is in your Bible, ladies and gentlemen. She would do her husband good all his days. So,
That's true.
guys, find you a virtuous wife.
Mm. Mm.
Stop getting these skanks.
Ooh, wait. Dang.
Is she robbing you of everything? That's not the one for you.
That ain't the one for you.
And I see guys go down this road, get robbed of everything. And it's sad too. If you working, fellas, and all thing you can bring to work is Roman noodles, and she at home, something ain't right about that picture.
Something ain't right. And you get that call, only on Friday when you get paid. That's it. She ain't brought you to work Monday through Thursday. She ain't brought you to work, but on Friday you get a ride. You need to check yourself.
And then I be guy like, yeah, I'm married. Man, you married? You eat ramen noodles at work? Well, your wife ain't make man. That just okay. My wife, all right. Okay, if I'm off, let's say this is me, and I know if I was married, if I was off and my wife was at work, I'll make sure she got lunch. That's just me. I'm not finna.
That's right.
Go buy it. I'm gonna make sure she got lunch, or I go buy it for her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I got your lunch today. Or, fellas, if your lady going her lunch break, have lunch with your lady for lunch.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, babe, I'll meet you up for lunch, whatever. You know, do guys still do that, Carl? Do guys still do that?
Man, some of them do, but it's like, I talk to a lot of guys. They need to be, trained up a little bit. They need to be trained up, so because when you have them conversations, and like as well as I talk to them and I go and I tell them what what they should be doing, like how we talking today on this podcast, like why you don't get your girl lunch, why you don't have and then date nights, like you got to have date nights. These people in a relationship have date nights. I don't care if you've been married to them for so long. I know people that been married and say, "Nah, we don't never have no date night." So I mean, you ain't did nothing that you used to do. Have them date nights where you can have them talks. One-on-one. Sessions. With your mate. You got to still keep it that spark in. Keep that relationship sparked up. Like that match, and keep it sparked up, guys. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to keep doing what you did before you got the lady, your beautiful queen out there. You understand me? And just keep doing it. Have them date nights. Get that food up in their belly.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. It's just easy, little simple things that you got to do, man, just to go to the next level. That's all you got to do. Get off that game. You playing it, the game or whatever you playing, technically, whatever you playing. I don't know, but you got. But don't get me going in that. We're going a whole different podcast.
And I'm just saying, like, hey, fellas, you know what I'm saying? When your woman when she get off work, or she at home, just say, hey, babe, I want to bathe. It ain't even about sex. It ain't even all about penetrating her. We can say that we're adults. It's not even all about penetrating, but you penetrate her heart. But a lot of times you say, babe, I just want to bathe you. I just want to you get in the tub and bathe you. You know what I'm saying? Make her feel special. She is special. I don't want to say make her feel special, but she is special. But give her a bath. It ain't all about poking. Just hey, babe, I just want to give you a bath. Just do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just pamper her. You know what I'm saying? That's your queen.
That's right.
That's your help me. Do things like that. Be spontaneous, fellas. Be spontaneous. Don't let her. She's not the leader. She's not, and she waiting on you to lead. She waiting on you to take the initiative. It's like it's a Saturday morning. Hey, babe, let's get up and go for a ride in the country. Hey, babe, let's get up and go walk the outlet. Hey, babe, let's go. Fellas, you are the leader. Don't say, hey, babe, what we gonna do today? Nah, she wants you to take the lead, and she gonna follow. Go ahead, Carl.
I don't feel like they're the leader though, because they ain't bringing hardly nothing to the table. So when you ain't bringing nothing to the table, they think they ain't the leader. Like that's how it's going down. Like she making all the money, and she making, she buying the groceries, she paying most of the bills. So the only thing they doing, they sitting at the house waiting on, a burr, some cigarette, a pack of cigarettes. So they ain't the leader. So they like, And that's just that shortage of man. And so now that woman got to deal with that type of individual. So they don't have to deal with that type of stuff. I mean, we
Yeah,
can get to a whole bunch of stuff in this segment here.
oh yeah, I know, right? But I wanted to share something too because I know you got an obligation you got to meet today, and I want to hold you up. I'm just gonna read something right quick. That's out of the Bible. This out of my Hebrew Bible, of course. Now the death of Moshe, that's Moses in Hebrew is Moshe, and the servant of Ahiah. Ahiah is God's name in the Hebrew. We say God, but his Hebrew name is Ahiah. It said it came to pass that Ahiah spake unto Joshua the son of Nun, Moshe's minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this little Jordan, die and all this people unto the land which I give to them, even to the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your feet shall tread upon, that I have given unto you, as I said unto Moshe, from the wilderness and of the barren, even unto the great river, the river Amphorate, all by the land of the Hanaites, and unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun shall be your coast. There shall not any man be able to stand before you, but for thee all the days of thy life. As I with Moshe, so will be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Be strong and of good courage. For unto this people that shall thou divide for the inheritance to the land which I swear unto thy fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous. Even God gave commandment to Joshua to only be strong and courageous. Be strong.
Be strong.
Be courageous, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told us to do. And then I'm going to get to the good part. All of it's good. But he says, the book of the Torah law shall not depart of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written in it therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. God wants us to have good success.
Right.
Ahiah wants us to have good success.
Mm-hmm.
He told us to be strong and courageous.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And the more you meditate on the Torah, the more you meditate on the law, his word, he said you're going to be prosperous and have good success.
That's right.
We want to have what? Good success, ladies and gentlemen. You should want to have good success. That's good news. He wants you to have good success. It's not wrong with being successful. It should be your obligated mind. You should be obligated. You know what? I will be successful. And I'm looking up the meaning of success. The accomplishment of an aim on or purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Read that. The accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So what is your aim or your purpose in life?
That's right.
What are you aiming for? What is your purpose?
That's right. Man, that's deep. So and then, Mr. Jackson, so I'm gonna leave him with this. Since it's successful for me, to motivate people, that's a success for me. It's successful for me to motivate somebody. I just want anybody listening to this, because it's gonna touch somebody. It's gonna touch somebody to go to the next level. I want you guys to know, plant your seed. Plant your seed and see it grow. Plant your seed no matter what it is. It can be you can have a trade. Plant your seed and going to school, and completing that school, which is high school, which is college, which is a technical school. You're doing AC heating tech. You're doing healthcare. You're doing cosmetology. You're doing diesel mechanic or regular mechanic. Whatever you're doing, you plant your seed and grow. Once you graduate and you get on these jobs, don't start job hopping at there. Plant your seed with these companies and so you can master it. It's going to take you 4 to 5 years to master whatever you're doing. Once you master whatever you're doing, instead of jumping back and going to another company, stay in that one position for 4 or 5 years, master it, and go to the next level. That's how you succeed. You'll succeed. You'll be successful at whatever you're doing. And then nobody can take that away once you can, because then at the end, you can start your own business doing that because you're successful at it of whatever you're doing. If you a diesel mechanic, now just imagine you all these diesels and the big rigs on the road. Now you got your own business on. You can have your own company going out there and fixing these mechanics. So they gonna break down anyway. I don't care who they got driving it. If they driving by themselves, how that's gonna go down too. They still need somebody to go fix the thing, the truck. So plant your seed. Get to your best knowledge of all the mechanics of the whatever parts you got to fix, this and that. 5 years, master it. Listen to what I just said. Master it. You master it, and then you can go to the next level, guys. I'm telling you what I know. The motivator told you. You can't say ain't nobody told me that, because the motivator told you to master something. Master something, and whatever you're good at, master it, and you're gonna go to the next level, guys. I'm telling you what I know. Rise and elevate to that.
So in other words, y'all, you got to involve. You got to be open-minded, because we know that the times do change. So we know they, like you said, they're going with the thing, the driving themselves, right? They started driving themselves now. Yep. Like you said, they need somebody to work on them.
Yeah.
So they need somebody, like you said, they need somebody to work on them. So you need to get out there and learn, perfect your craft. And it's time and it's patience, lady. Everything takes time, ladies and gentlemen. And we want the instant gratification once again, Carl. Everything takes time. Why you think right now the football players, even though the season has not started yet, but the football players, what they doing right now? They're working on their game.
That's right.
They're working on their nutrition.
That's right.
They hit the gym. That's part of their job. They out there getting with their new coaches right now, learning their new schemes, watching film. I'm just throwing it out there for the football. It's not over. But in order for you to be the master of the game, you gotta be the student of the game.
That's right. You gotta be a student.
You gotta get out there and learn, and you ain't gotta be a big time athlete. You don't have to be a LeBron James. You don't have to be a Michael Jordan. You don't have to be no Kobe Bryant. You know, you could be Furman. You could be Carl. What I'm saying is, be the great you.
That's right.
Be the great you. Whether you working a 9 to 5, be the great you. And I'm telling you, I like this one too. That came to me too. If you are in a 9 to 5, study. And if you have a desire to start your own business, study the ins and out of that organization.
That's right. That's right, Mr. Jackson. That's right.
You know, get with your supervisors. You know, ask your supervisors questions. Hey, I want to. How did you? What method did you use to go up the ladder?
That's right.
It ain't some people think, oh, man, it's brown nose. No, that's not. If you want to take it to the next level,
that's right.
You gonna ask questions. A closed mouth don't get fed.
Get fed. Ask them. Yeah, you can ask them stuff like that. You can ask them. You know, so you won't get on somebody's nerves. If you got a new boss come in, first thing I'm gonna ask them is, man, hey, so what's your pet peeve? What's your pet peeve? So you already know it might be with somebody coming in late. Well, guess what? I ain't finna come in late because I already know that's gonna that's gonna X me out already if I want to go to the next level. So guys, ask them people, what's your pet peeve? Because everybody's pet peeve is different. Mine might not be. I don't care if you come in late. Mine is maybe you didn't bring me some lunch or something. I don't know what it is.
Everybody got different.
Morning. And mine might say good morning. So now you come in and say good morning, Mr. Roberts. Good morning, motivator. You know, whatever it is. And Mr. Jackson, your pet peeve might be something else that you allow them to say. So ask them people what their pet peeve is. That's that's some advice I can give you guys that time. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, cause I know a lot of times I know you got some things you got to do today. So I'm not to hold you up. But ladies and gentlemen, we about to get ready to get out. Thank you, Carl. Carl, anything you want to leave for the listening audience, your site, next event you got coming up. Feel free to go ahead and plug those in before you leave.
Okay, Carl Roberts, the motivator. I am homegrown here in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. If you guys want to book me, I got a link. You can link me. I'm at Rise and Elevate. My Facebook is Rise and Elevate. My TikTok is at Rise and Elevate, the at symbol Rise and Elevate. You can reach me on all platforms on Instagram at Carl_twice Roberts. You can hit me on that one. I love it. And I do have an event that's coming up Thursday at the in Frisco at Stevens 135 Field of Dreams. We're doing a mixture. Yeah, guys, come out. You want to drink margaritas? Got free margaritas from 4:30 to 5:30, and we're doing a workshop from 6 to 8. And your motivator's gonna be in the house. We're gonna motivate people to go to the next level. We're gonna talk about communication. I'm gonna motivate people on communication. You gotta sit at the table and communicate with just somebody. If you want to be somebody, you gotta communicate. So that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be Thursday, and I got some more upcoming events. I got one with Stephanie the following Sunday. It's gonna be 5 of us on the panel on Sunday. Mr. U's gonna be involved with that one. Oh man, it's gonna take off. It's gonna take off from there. But I do have an event, today I'm gonna get to, and I appreciate you, Mr. Jackson, for looking out for me. And I always, and being, I say big. I'm the big brother, but you still be a big brother to me, and your brother.
I appreciate it,
man. And I love you, man. Just give you a shout out. Keep doing what you're doing. You successful, man. I see you as successful, and you taking it to a whole nother level. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it, Carl. Keep with the great work you're doing yourself. I don't want to forget big shout out to Chastity, my co-host here on the show. Her and her husband, they're transitioning from Mobile, Alabama to Tennessee. So big shout out to her and her husband. Congratulations. Chastity from moving from our hometown of Mobile, Alabama up to Tennessee. I know you and your husband are gonna do great things in Tennessee because Tennessee needs y'all. Tennessee needs y'all spirit. Tennessee needs y'all presence. So I know you're gonna do great things in Tennessee. Congratulations on the Southern Nation. I love seeing good things as well. Carl, but I'm not gonna hold you. I know you gotta leave. I know you got some stuff you gotta do. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here. Well, matter of fact, I'll be doing 2 shows. Tuesday, I'll be doing a show that morning at 10, Tuesday morning, and then we're gonna come back and do one at 7 that Tuesday. It won't be a Wednesday show. I'll be doing the show this coming Tuesday. 2 shows, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Be blessed, stay focused, and most importantly, rise and elevate to the occasion.
We out of here. Thank you.
Peace, everybody.
Peace out.